Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Thursday, the 22nd of August, 2024. In today's Millwall news, I must start out before I move on to the news with a correction. Yesterday's video, which you can see here, titled Femi Azeezs signs, injury update, no trains at South Bermondsey for Orient game. Originally had a title, no trains at South Bermondsey for Orient or Sheffield Wednesday game. I now know that is not the case. Something magical has happened. We have been blessed. We have been blessed. So, this is the story if you missed it. For the Leyton Orient game, the trains won't be stopping at South Bermondsey. They've closed the station because normally there is 4 trains an hour. Because of engineering works taking place further down the line at Crystal Palace, there are only 2 trains an hour. The ones that go to East Croydon, the ones to Beckham Junction, are cancelled all week long. So, because this would be during the rush hour for people working in London Bridge, and also having a lot of, well, I don't know how many, they're only opening one stand, so I don't know how many are actually going to go to the game and how many are actually going to go by train, so it would create a safety risk, so they've decided just to I should stop saying I know it's annoying. I hear it when I did it again. I know that's annoying. I'm trying to stop. I've realised that it would create a safety risk. So now this Leyton Orient game was a late pop-up. We only knew that it would be taking place on Wednesday after we beat Portsmouth in the first round. So they couldn't really do anything about this by adding extra games onto it. But, however, I said for the Sheffield Wednesday game, well, it must be the same thing because it's the same situation. Only 2 trains an hour going from London Bridge to East Croydon. That is not right. That is incorrect. That was wrong. I was wrong. What is happening is, obviously, there's no rush hour on a Saturday. This is from opentraintimes.com. They are running shuttles. They are running shuttles from London Bridge to South Bermondsey. There's one at 2:52, but they start earlier than that. And it is just for the Millwall game. So whoever organised that, fair play. Thank you very much. This is exactly what we wanted. I don't know, because we did have earlier in the summer, the Millwall Supporters Club did speak to Millwall, and this has been happening where South Bermondsey is closed a lot, and it's annoying. It is really, really annoying. So, from 12:52 and every half an hour, there are shuttle trains running from London Bridge to South Bermondsey and then back again, and it's like a 7-minute journey. So, fantastic stuff. This is literally what we want. They put it on for the Millwall fans because it's running before the game. Obviously, there's a gap, so where those Beckenham Junction trains would be, that's where they put the shuttle service, which is fantastic. When the game is on, there are none, and at 4:52, after the game finishes, they start up again, and I think they run until like 6 o'clock. There's one at 5:52, so 6:22, and that's it. So the last one is 6:22. So absolutely fantastic, fair play, because as I said previously, when they were doing the Thameslink work, they installed a crossover so that trains that there was I think it was like a week or 2 weeks where trains couldn't go into London Bridge, so they were stopping them at South Bermondsey. And the reason why they were doing that, because people could just go and get off. I think they were getting off at Peckham Rye and then getting the train into Blackfriars on the other line there, or going to Queens Road Peckham and getting the overground up to the city and then using the underground to go along. So, it exists. They used it before. It's still there. They haven't pulled it up. So why can't it be used when there's engineering works that closes a line? Although the line isn't closed, there's still other trains running. But the engineering work is all the way down in Crystal Palace. Why can't they run shuttle trains? Well, obviously, for the Leyton Orient game, it was too late notice. But for this game, they have done it. And as mentioned, from the millsupportersclub.co.uk, the summer update where they spoke to the club, number 3, item number 3. We share your concern about the closure of South Bermondsey Station on match days, and the club is now working with a PR company to lobby local government, Southern Rail, Network Rail, TfL and other stakeholders. We will update you when we have more on this. So it seems to have worked. I mean, amazing stuff. So whichever one of those is responsible for getting these shuttle trains on, thank you very much. Fantastic stuff. Brilliant. This is what it should be. There's a demand there. And there's no reason why you can't put trains on. You have the facility at South Bermondsey to do turnarounds. Let's get it done. And they've done it. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So, just wanted to clear that up. So, if you were planning to go to the Sheffield Wednesday game and you go through via London Bridge, let's do it. It can be done. Your normal journeys can be facilitated and undertaken. Unless, of course, you're coming from Beckham Junction, which is a problem. Now, moving on to the actual news of the day. Celtic leave, Mill frustrated by deal delay. This is from InsideFootball.com. What has been happening? So Mill have been left frustrated by the delays caused by Celtic in the deal to sell Daniel Kelly to the Championship club, according to journalist Pete O'Rourke, and it has also been confirmed by Richard Corley on Twitter. The 18-year-old midfielder has been on the cusp of joining the Championship club this summer after he penned a pre-contractual agreement that a deal was in place between the two clubs, and Kelly underwent a medical and signed a contract with Mill earlier this week. So the deal has been done, signed, sealed and delivered. However, the Championship club are yet to announce his arrival due to delays from Celtic's end. It has been claimed that Mill have been left frustrated by Celtic dragging their feet in finalising the paperwork for the deal. The Scottish champions are yet to sign off on the deal for Kelly to officially join Mill. The delays from Celtic mean that the midfielder will not be available to play his first game for Millwall this weekend. The Championship club are pushing Celtic to finalise the paperwork soon, as they want to get Kelly officially into the building. Indeed, and this is very, very, very petty from Celtic, and it's a reason why the player wants to leave in the first place. According to the Daily Record and others, he was brought into the fringes of the Celtic squad at the end of last season, came off the bench a few times for the first team, was then contract was thrown in front of him, 5 years, 5k a week, and because he didn't rub his hands and immediately sign it, and probably wanted to negotiate about probably the length and the money involved, they literally negotiate. Are you fucking serious? Sign it or fuck off. And he didn't sign it. And what happened was, they bumped him down to Celtic B, who play in the Lowland League, which is probably at the level of Conference South, if I'm honest, with what I know about it. And that meant he wanted to leave. And now he's leave, they're being even more petty. Absolutely disgusting stuff from Celtic. I don't know if some kind of official complaint can be made with the SFA, or even FIFA, or UEFA. I would imagine it'd be UEFA. But this is just absolutely pathetic stuff. Absolutely pathetic. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. One of the biggest club in Britain? Really? Maybe you should start acting like it. Now, moving on to this, from millfc.co.uk. Femi Azeez's first training session in photos. Femi Azeezs joined his new teammates for his first training session at Calmont Road on Thursday. Take a look at the gallery below as the Lions prepare for the trip to Hull City this Saturday. So there you go. He's got the ball at his feet. Good stuff. He's figured that out. There you go. This looks like it's after the session. They look absolutely knackered. We got Ryan Leonard. No Fleming yet. They said he might be available to come on the bench, but was he? Wow, was he in that? Was he in that group? Can we see? Oh, I don't see. Is that him there? In front of Roberts. Who's that there? So, if you've got... that might be him, actually. So, if you go on the right-hand side, you go Tom Leahy, Alfie Massey, the goalkeeper, then Duncan Watmore's Ginger Bonds, and below that, is that Zion Fleming? Because the only other player it could be would be George Saville, and he's over here. So, maybe Zion Fleming is in training. I doubt he won't start. I doubt he will start. Tom Bradshaw there, taking a shot over the bar probably. Tom Lee. George Heineman. Oh, maybe that was Connell Truman. That's Connell Truman. It might have been Connell Truman. So how can Zion Fleming be in line for a place on the bench if he's not even in training yet? Tanganga almost certainly will be starting. Wearing leggings was a bit nippy out today, wasn't it? Very windy as well. So there's our Duncan Watmore, Romain Esse. Connell Truman, yeah, I think that was Connell Truman, so that wasn't Zion Fleming. George Saville, Denor, Romain Esse, Azeezs. Damn, bro, look at his legs. Look at his calf muscles. Look at the definition, bruv. That is a man who does not skip leg day. There's Roberts. Will he start? Maybe it's time. I don't know. What I think is... should stop saying that. I think Jensen will go in goal. But this will probably be the last chance because Tanganga's coming back. So if he's still as bad as he is with Tanganga in, then we got a problem. We got a serious problem. Now moving on to this. From southernnews.co.uk, who publish on Thursdays. If you see it in your local news agents, pick up a copy. Mixed emotions for Millwall star Watmore after Bristol City stunner. Duncan Watmore admits having mixed emotions following his spectacular finish at Bristol City. The Lions ace popped up in the box on 64 minutes to volley Millwall in front for the first time after earlier second half efforts from Romain Esse and Tom Bradshaw wiped out the home side's 2-0 interval advantage. But sadly, it wasn't to be enough in a topsy-turvy game, which eventually finished in a 4-3 loss for Watmore's side, leaving the midfielder to reflect afterwards on what might have been. He told the News Again, "Oh, I really enjoyed scoring, It was a bit different to some of the other goals I've scored before. Obviously, I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more at the time because of the situation in the game where we just gone 3-2 up and we had so much momentum and we were feeling so good at that point. It was obviously disappointing to not turn that into positive results. We were all frustrated not to do so because we know we've played well enough in those two games to sum away with a lot more points than we have done. We are frustrated with that, but we also know if we keep doing the right things and tidy up on a couple of things, then the results will start coming. And we've put in good performances in all three games so far. And I know it's a results business and results matter, of course they do. But for me, if we keep putting in good performances, then the results do come. I think we've looked really dangerous and created a lot of chances, and we've been playing well, and we've got some really good players, so I'm feeling very positive about it, At the same time, we know it's up to us to translate that into results. Results in the two opening championship matches might not have been ideal, but Watmore's scoring form has certainly been a big plus coming on the back of his brace against Watford the previous week. However, The experienced 30-year-old is struggling to put his finger on why the goals are currently flying in. He said, "Oh, I don't know really. I'm obviously enjoying the way the manager is and how we play on the pitch. And Neil was giving me that freedom to go and express myself in the final third and get in different areas of the pitch, which I'm very grateful for. I do really enjoy scoring goals when it's going in the back of net. I'm always very happy. You go through periods where it doesn't, and you go through periods where you might go your way, like right now, and you always enjoy that. But I know every game is different, and you've just got to keep cracking on by taking it one game at a time. And the main thing is to keep working on the things that have helped you get there. And some days it goes in, like it has been recently, which I'm grateful for. A very humble man, because his goal against Bristol City was absolutely incredible. He made it look easy. It wasn't easy. It was an incredible goal. So there you go. Now, talking of goals, moving on to this. Esse wants even more Lions goals. More? This is from the southernnews.co.uk as well. Romain Esse is promising Mill fans there is a lot more to come after 2 goals in as many games. The winger grabbed the decisive strike in last week's 1-0 Carabao Cup win at Portsmouth before repeating the trick with a very similar finish with Millwall's opener in Bristol City on Saturday. That sparked a comeback from 2-0 down as the Lions went 3-2 up within 90 minutes of the second half, only for the Robins to eventually emerge 4-3 victors. It wasn't a result anyone wanted, but Esse continues to catch the eye as he improves with each game. He told our paper, at Portsmouth, I saw the space open up. G took a touch and I thought I would run onto it and take it before driving towards the defence. I knew one of them would commit to going on my right foot, which is my weaker foot. Then I saw the little space in the bottom left corner and I went for it. I was thinking of doing the same thing as well on Saturday at Bristol because I saw the space in the bottom right. Before that, I had to work my way there. I got a bit of luck, but the ball bounced to me and I took the strike well. I saw the little space again, and those are the type of finishes I've been practicing, and now they're going in. As the games come, you're going to see the real me and what I can do. It's just a little glimpse so far, and I want to keep going. The real me is skills, dribbling, creating chances out of nowhere, and also my finishing with both feet. Esse will now be looking to make it 3 goals from 3 this Saturday at Hull. Hopefully, he replied. I'm going to be pushed to make sure that happens. I'm just still learning and improving with every game, which is what I want to do to make sure we're getting the results. It will be another great opportunity, to show the fans what we're really about because we deserve 2 good results. Unfortunately, we didn't get them, but I know we can get a result on Saturday. Well, let's hope we don't go 2 goals down at Hull. We seem to have a habit of doing that. Kind of weird. 2 league games in a row that's happened. So we wait to see, but again, good to see and hear Romain Esse talking like this. And like I said, he can see into the future. He can see the spaces. He's like the Matrix. He can see it. That's what he can do. Now, moving on to this. Obviously, the whole game, if you didn't know, is a 12:30 kickoff. Indeed. And the reason for that is, of course, it's on Sky Sports Plus. Hey, the fantastic Sky Sports Plus. So, because of the incredible attendance at Cray Wanderers pre-season for the Millwall under-21s, they are offering for their game against Lewis on Saturday the 24th of August, so this Saturday, free entry if you are a Millwall season ticket holder, and half price if you are a Millwall member. Now, they don't list how much that is, but usually these games, I would say, are probably about 12 quid to get in, so around there or thereabouts. And it's a 3 p.m. kickoff, so because their game is a 3 p.m. kickoff, and our game is a 12:30 kickoff, even though it's an away game, I would imagine that, like, if you're in the area and you're at home and you're watching on Sky Plus, you go to a pub and you're watching on Sky Plus, that after that, pop down to Cray Wanderers and get your weekly in-person football fix. So there you go. It's at Flamingo Park, Sidcup Bypass, BR7 6HL, and this offer is only valid for this Saturday's fixture so far. But I imagine if it's successful and it works for them, that they'll probably repeat it. So as you can see, Andrew R_1 is not happy about that. I believe he's a Charlton fan because he says scumbag Millwall only, cry laugh, or Charlton, question mark. When you going to do one for Palace fans, question mark, or maybe he's a Palace fan. He's not happy about that. But then Cray Wanderers snap back. Millwall are the only local side with a 12:30 PM away kickoff this weekend. So piss off, Andrew. So there you go. Now, moving on to this. This is bizarre. It's from Radar via MSN. What's happening? There is some kind of weird group that have set themselves up as some kind of pressure group, think tank, whatever you call them, and they're advocating for seemingly communism in football. I keep saying it's I know it's annoying. It's Mill in bottom half of the table in Football Fairness Index. So they've done this. Radar have done Millwall. They put out a press release, and a lot of websites and a lot of magazines have picked this up, and they've pulled out certain things about certain clubs. I've tried to find the full index, and you need to log in and register, and I ain't doing that because these people seem to be absolute weirdos. So, Millwall are in the bottom half of the table of the Championship in a new index of fairness in football. Fair game. A campaign group working to improve how football is governed said the sport is far from perfect but sees the potential for improvement with the likely introduction of a football regulator. The organisation has put together a fairness index for football, drawing on over 220 data sources covering club finances, commitment to equality, fan engagement and governance in England's top leagues. So basically how woke they are and how communist they are. Millwall scored 31.8 out of 100 on the index, the second lowest score of all the clubs in the Championship last season. The club was ranked 86 across all the clubs in the top 7 divisions in English football. In the Championship, Norwich City topped the rankings, while Coventry City took last spot. Niall Cooper, CEO, he's the CEO of Fair Game. Who are you, and where did you get the money to start up this absolutely fucking rat-infested enterprise? He said, "Football is far from perfect, but with the likelihood of an incoming football regulator, there is a real chance to change it for the better. To deliver real and meaningful change, we need to understand the problems. This year, several overall themes have emerged. Financial sustainability goes hand in hand with good governance and fan engagement. Football's financial flow is undermining sustainability, and equality and ethical standards are on an average treated as lip service. In short, football in England needs a truly independent regulator that can oversee good governance, reshape football's financial flow, and ensure issues around equality and ethics get the support and respect they deserve." How many times is this guy going to talk about equality? Equality. Ethical standards. Basically, who sets those standards? Who sets the standards? Equality. What should we have Mill's team made up of half men and half women? What the fuck is bro yapping on about? Greg Campbell, partner at Campbell Tickle. Again, who? And leading expert. He's an expert. Wow. According to who? Nobody knows who the fuck you are. On regulative practices in the UK. He's an expert on regulative practices in the UK. Wow. Did he give himself that title? Said. From my experience working in different sectors, the reality is that however well-intentioned self-regulation such as we have in football now doesn't work. So as we move forwards towards the establishment of an independent regulator, there's clear learning from the index for the regulator once established to examine. We look forward to seeing the new football governance bill, which will hopefully tighten up some of the areas in which the earlier version of the bill introduced before the general election was light. The DCMS said it would establish a new independent football regulator to tackle governance problems, empower fans, and protect the sustainability of the sport for local communities. This is absolutely fucking bullshit. And I know some people think this regulator is going to be a good thing. That is fucking bullshit as well. Red tape, more stuff from government telling the clubs what they can and can't do. When they already have a load of tax rules they have to follow. We've just seen with the bag thing that they're saying, oh, that's because of a law passed by the government. So more laws, more restrictive laws that restrict anything that the club can do and then dictate what they have to do based on ethics and equality standards set by whom? By whom? Who sets the standards? Why can't you set your own standards and follow them? Because some fucking cunts called Fair Game have decided to 220 data sources. Wow. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? Absolute rats that are attaching themselves to football. Go away. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.